Good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. It's a whole new week. It's a whole new waffle. It's a really old and knackered me. I should have gone to work today. It is now 15:42. It's 20 to 4 in the evening. Afternoon? After evening. Evening. And I was supposed to be working today. And I had to ring in and say that I wasn't going to be in because I woke up at 2 a.m. with a splitting headache. An absolute beast. And it just wouldn't shift. And every time I moved my head, I was sick. So I've been sick more times in the last, I don't know, what's that, 12, 14 hours or so? Yeah, than I care to think about. It does seem to be fading now. I've done the old painkillers, I've done plenty of water. Yeah, it seems to be fading, but I'm good for nothing and I really need a shower. I feel minging where I've been in bed all day. I had to put a jumper on because I was cold in bed. So I need a shower. And we've got to clear some stuff out the front room this evening, so I've got to get up and do stuff whether I like it or not. I'm going to have some more painkillers and hopefully that'll put the final caboose on it. But I've had parcels. Anthony bought parcels up. These two, this one and this one, were in a brown cardboard box and the postman had left it on the step and it pretty much completely dissolved, but there's a card in there. So I opened the card. Hang on, I'll put you there. You can see my chins, that'll be nice. The card says, to Carla, Tammy and family, I just wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy 2026. Thank you for all your entertaining videos. I've been watching your channel for a few years and I've learned a lot about reselling by watching your haul and all of the haul videos. I love your clothing and cruising videos too, as I've been on many cruises myself with my partner and friend. I've sent you a couple of little gifts and hope you like them. One of the gifts is for you and the other is something which made me think of you when I saw it. Hopefully it will make you smile, lol. Anyway, loving your work. Please pass on my best wishes to Tammy and your family and hope to meet you next year. All the best, Sharon. P.S. I have a 2-year-old multi-poo called Teddy, but I have to fast forward the doggy bits in your videos as he goes nuts if he sees your dogs. So there's a label on one of them. I saw it a minute ago. There it is. This one has the label on that says, to Carla, just a silly thing which made me think of you when I saw it. Please don't be offended, Sharon. I want to pop you up a bit so you can see my face if I'm offended. Is that better? I think that's a bit higher. I'm not easily offended. It's a rubber duck, look, for cruises. You peek around the side of there. Channel not for children, by the way. This channel not suitable for children. Not offended, Sharon. I don't think I'll hide it on a cruise ship though somehow. And then this one. Oh, look. Look at that lovely long leg gonk. Oh, that's smashing. Thank you very much, Sharon. I really appreciate it. That's lovely. Gonkfest 2025 is going to be good. And then there's another parcel which is in plastic, so that didn't dissolve. But I might need scissors. Hang on. It's been a very unpleasant rainy day here today. If ever there was a day you want to spend in bed, today was it, to be fair. Okay. What's in here? Please read card and note first. Out loud, do you think, or to myself? It's got a very pretty envelope. This is a handmade card. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, Anthony's ringing. Bear with. Right, the angle's changed now because I knocked you off the thing you were sitting on. So look, she's made the card herself. It's got a gonk on the front. I love that. It's got my name on it. It says, to Carla and family and Tammy too. Merry Christmas and a wonderful 2026. Love, Sandra Brentnell. Thought I would make this little card for you. There is a note as well. It says, hi Carla, apologies. You'll see why when you open parcel. Love watching your videos. My daughter and I started reselling a few years ago and your videos have given us lots of info, so thank you. That's 2 people who think they've learnt something from me. It's very worrying. I bought these items in our local charity shop. Thought of you. Let's just say items are 1, triggered, 2, springtime, and 3, something to make. Okay, where's my parcel from? It's a wrapped parcel. Number one, triggered. We know what's in here, don't we? At least they've changed it to gnome figures calendar instead of suggesting it's gonks. Shall I keep it for next year? I think I might keep it for next year's Vlogmas. Thank you, Sandra. And then springtime, look, springtime gonk. Told you Gonkfest 2025 is coming on, because look, also sew your own gonks. Makes 2 felt gonks. I don't know when I've got time to do it, but I'll have to have a crack at it. And she sent me some little jewellery bags for earrings and stuff as well. Thank you so much to both Sandra and Sharon. Oh God, I look awful. I look like that's a wig when I do that. I promise you that's my hair. Oh, right, okay, more painkillers. More painkillers, more water. And then I've got to get up and do some stuff in a bit. Well, you've not seen much waffle today, but the front room is in a state of stripped.
I'm in a state of crap.
That's in a state of I don't know what. Oh, you should see that. I'm not even showing the state I'm in. I'm in a bad way.
I'm gonna say you flip that camera. Show them you too.
But yeah, front room currently in disarray, ready for being decorated tomorrow. That's my slippers. I don't know how they got there. My feet aren't in them. My feet are still on the end of my legs. Yeah. Oh dear, I need a shower. Oh good God, I have flipped the camera and I wish I hadn't. I've upset myself. I do need to shower. It's bad, it's very bad. I really do want to go to bed, but I can't. I've got to shower. I think it's about 9ish. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock and I'm not, now I'm about to shower and sort my hair out. Good God. I can't not do, because tomorrow I'm seeing Lex and she can't see me like this. I mean, she's seen me like this before, but you know what I mean? You can't turn up and go, sorry I look Ming, I didn't bother, can you? Right, off to the shower. Shower done. Right, onwards, because it needs drying and straightening before I can go to sleep, otherwise it'll be unfathomable in the morning. There we go, I am fit to be seen again. I'm very tired. I've said this before, haven't I? When I've had a migraine, the tiredness afterwards is a crippler. So I'm going to say goodnight and I will see you guys tomorrow. Very busy day tomorrow, but a good day. Lots of things to look forward to tomorrow. Good morning on Tuesday. I'm aware that this clip is filmed in portrait.
Your route avoids a congestion on the A38.
Oh good.
You're on the fastest route. You will arrive at 8:04.
Wonderful. As I was trying to say before Google Maps got on board with the narration, you are in portrait mode to stop you wonking. It is early, it is 7:35 AM. I am off to Thornbury to collect Natalie's father, who is going to decorate my front room today as a paid actor, not as a nice contribution to life. A paid contribution to our life, but yeah, that's where I'm going. I have to go early because I have to get back here early because I've got to be somewhere else. Because today I'm spending the day in Bridgend with Lex and Josh and James as well, which would be nice. I should have left slightly earlier. I sat on the edge of the bed having executive dysfunction for longer than I should have done. I'm bloody freezing and there's no point putting the heat on yet because it won't be heat yet. So yeah, Nat's dad lives about half an hour away from us on a good traffic moment, and now I've missed the good traffic moment by leaving the house too late, so yay for that. I have to pick him up and his decorating gear, bring him back, and then Josh is meeting at ours. And I've made a boo-boo because we packed a load of DVDs into the boot. I've gone through all my DVDs and some are going to go to Nick for him to sell. And I packed them into the bags in the car to go to the unit, thinking they'll be out the way, and then I've realised that Duncan's decorating stuff has to get in the car, so... I mean, it's a big car, it'll be fine, it might just be a pain in the butt-ski. And I can't take them to unit on the way for 2 reasons. 1, unit not open yet, and 2, I'll be late if I do that. So yeah, that's where we're at, and that's where we're going, and I'm cold, and I've still got a banging headache. It'll be fine, it'll be a perfectly good day. Eventually. Look Look what I found.
I'm in the middle here.
I've had Josh for a while, but we've been driving in and catching up.
Why am I in the middle?
You're in some kind of vlog mirror effect. Ugh. This is Lex's house, which I have never been to yet. Already been a very long day. Josh has not had any sleep. Not my fault. I didn't keep Josh up all night. That would be weird. That would be really bloody weird for Josh, wouldn't it? Because Josh is gay. Anyway, yeah, Josh didn't sleep last night apparently. So he's knackered. And look! It's a Lexilicious! And Lex's house. Welcome to my crib.
Okay. Huh?
Lex's crib.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to do crib.
Okay, look, we're all taking our shoes off. I've got new socks. Lex has got new socks. How long have you had your socks, Josh?
10 years.
10 years old.
Oh, right.
Oh, let's go look at Sue's socks. Look, it's Mummy's socks. They're attached to Mummy. Hello. How are you? Tree. I like your curtains. They're William Wallace.
Yes, they are.
Miriam Wallace, apparently.
They custom made from Dunelm.
Arm and a leg.
They're very nice. Very nice.
But they're worth it though, because they're lovely, aren't they?
Look, it's Harry Potter.
Oh, isn't it cute?
Where's Pat?
Shishma
Hiding.
will be under Mum's bed and Tilda will be around somewhere.
Yeah, she was around.
Yeah.
Look at your cooker. That's a bit posh, isn't it?
Half of it works.
Yeah.
Lex has got voice activated lights in the hallway.
It was for when we were playing bowling down here, because we've got a 10-pin bowling set. So
Of course you have.
Of course we have. But we were playing it down there and it was fun. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. I like your sofa. I need a new green sofa for my house. Can I take that?
No.
It's nice though.
The garden.
Oh, Mummy's got. Oh my God! Look at your huge garden.
Right the way down to the shed at the bottom.
That's a bit more like it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard work,
It is
Carla.
lovely.
You love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are good people.
It's Tilda. Hi, Tilda. Hi.
Do you have sweeties?
I do not have sweeties.
Oh, you smell of dog. Never smelled that before.
That hand smells of washing liquid because it spilled over my hand on the way out, so it's probably not very pleasant.
Oh, sniff, sniff,
No.
sniff. They're acceptable.
Good. Jolly good. Hello.
Yay.
Lex's bedroom.
Yes.
Where it all happens.
This is where the magic happens.
Where it all happens. What happens?
Sleep. Watch telly.
It's a lovely big room. There's your doll's house.
Yeah.
Look at you painting like one of your French girls.
Like the lamp.
Yeah. Did you pose for that specially?
Yeah.
We're at Castle Bingo. Josh is just signing up. Josh is horrified. Josh doesn't want to play bingo. He'll be fine. And yeah, Lex has gone to find a table.
6 and 8, 68. 3 and 4, 34. 6 and 7, 1 and 2, the number 12. 1 0, the number 10.
Random unit trip with Josh. You haven't seen the new one, I don't think, have you? No.
Didn't see the old one.
Oh, did you? I thought you did. I'm taking, these are all of my DVDs, well they're not all of my DVDs, about half of my DVDs, off of the shelf in the front room because I've decided I'm not going to own them anymore. And I asked Nick if he wanted them and he said yes, he'll have them that way. But I'm not seeing Nick until the end of January. And I didn't want to put them back on the shelves in the front room if I'm not keeping them, that seemed silly. So they're going to the unit to be stored there until I see Nick at the end of the month. And obviously I've got to pick up a few sold items and Josh is doing the steering. Good morning. You are in portrait mode again because this is how I prevent you having a wonk. It is a day of the week. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's a day that ends with a Y. And it is very early, it's 7:34 a.m. and I am on the road again. In very much a repetition of yesterday, I'm going to pick up Duncan, that's Dad, to hopefully finish the front room decorating today. Now I am aware that you guys haven't seen it. I deliberately didn't film anything after I got home from the unit yesterday because I want to reveal it all to you in one go. I didn't want to show you the half finished job. I wanted to wait till it's all done and all of the furniture is back in place and the curtains are up and all the rest of it and show you to it all in one go. So I'm hoping that will be later today. Having looked at the progress that he made yesterday, I can't see him needing to be there longer than the rest of today. But also today, the guys are coming to clean the hallway and stairs carpet. Again, I can't remember whether I had this conversation with you yesterday, but that carpet's been down about a year. Unfortunately, when it first went down, the puppies were still not fully house trained, and Darcy, and definitely Darcy, and possibly Ted, but definitely Darcy we know about, weed at the top of the stairs a couple of times, so I decided to have that cleaned and have that all fresh and nice in time for Christmas. I realise this is not very good filming, I'm sorry about that. The camera's probably not great or whatever. So yeah, the guys are coming to do that this morning. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to do upstairs. I need to wrap some of my presents today, but normally I film a video of me wrapping my presents, but I'm only going to wrap the stuff for work people today, so I'm not going to bother filming that. But I also need to change the sheets on my bed, get my room sorted. I've got to do some eBay photography today because my room is overwhelmed with stuff at the moment. And yeah, so you and I are going to spend some time upstairs doing stuff today, while Duncan's downstairs doing what he needs to do. And then hopefully at some point today there'll be a big reveal, which will be very exciting for almost nobody apart from me. See you guys in a bit. I arrived a little bit early to pick Duncan up, so rather than go and hammer on his door when he's not expecting me, I thought I'd just answer a couple of questions I've read. I've just been reading, filthy lens, I think. I've just been reading the comments on last week's waffle, and a couple of you have said, there's different dogs, who are the different dogs? And I realised we didn't explain it at the time. I think you will have seen them in the Vlogmas video. I think it might be Vlogmas comments where you guys are saying who are the different dogs, and we didn't explain it because we were just getting the Vlogmas video recorded. Anthony is a dog walker by trade, and so quite often when he's finished his dog walk, if he's got a gap between one and the next and the two dogs live near each other, he'll bring the dog back in between. So for example, if he's walking Ada and then his next walk after that is Enzo, and there's a half an hour gap in the middle, he'll bring Ada back briefly before he takes her home or whatever, you know, so that to make his day flow a bit better, he'll pop in and grab a coffee or whatever. But also last week he was dog sitting, he had Kenny for a few days. So the big golden Labrador you saw is Kenny, and the grey lurcher is Ada, and they're just visiting. We haven't acquired more dogs. 4 dogs is plenty. Christmas or the carpet cleaning or the decorating or your life? What? Say Christmas or the carpet cleaning or the decorating or your life? Christmas. So what are we hoping for the end of? All of it. Just the end of everything. The end of the world will be lovely. convincing myself that we're achieving today. I have now got to finish getting my bed changed, although I had to stop in the middle to say goodbye to the carpet guys. And then I went to make food and we had cheese on toast, and then Anthony came home, and then I came back up and forgot what I was doing entirely. Then I answered some emails, and then I remembered I was halfway through doing the bed. So I finished doing the bed. I find Christmas gonks on, look. Christmas gonk bedding. Molly's got a spot, she's happy. Darcy's got a spot, she's not happy. She doesn't like upheaval, do you, Darcy? Teddy's like, everything's everywhere, it's great.
He's just on my bed.
Yeah. Tammy's setting up Vlogmas so that we can record Vlogmas. I'm going to get that done. Tammy's off to a party this afternoon, mind.
Yeah.
You're going off partying with grandma's, aren't you?
I am. Old Lady Bingo at Christmas party.
I'm not going to the old lady bingo Christmas party because I have too much to do. Far too much. I even cheated and bought the cakes for Tammy to take because last night I went, do you know what? I have to do something to make tomorrow easier. And on my list of things to do today was to make 3 cakes. 2 for Tammy to take to bingo and 1 for Freya. Because Freya's coming tonight for pizza because it was her birthday 2 days ago. And I was like, we did say to Freya, do you want a homemade one or a bought one? And she said, I don't mind. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to go buy Freya a cake. And then I stood there in Co-op and thought, I'm just going to buy all the cakes. It's going to make my life easier if I just buy the cakes. And Tammy said she didn't mind. And if the old ladies mind, they can naff off. Perfectly good cakes. Right, so we're going to record some Vlogmas before Tammy goes off raving with the nanas. And then after that, I've got to do my parcels. I've done some of my eBay photographs. That was the thing. That was why I stopped doing my bed. I stopped doing my bed because I wanted to use the green blanket backdrop to do some photos, flat lay photos. So I got on with that. So I've done some of my eBay photos. This bag now needs bagging and tagging to go to the unit, but I've got to do my parcels. And then hopefully at some point today, some listing is on the cards, but I don't know when. I don't know if that actually might just be insanity speaking.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Right, you are in it. Look, a little hint of front roomness. Look, can you see that paint? Oh, little sneak peek. You have to go on charge. I look like I've just been downstairs moving furniture. You have to go on charge for a bit because you are nearly dead. So I'm going to put you on charge, and while you're on charge, I'm going to do my parcels. And then we move on from there, and onwards and onwards. Right. Christmas presents for work colleagues are done. Parcels are done. This room is still complete chaos. My next job is to bag and tag that clothing that I photographed this morning. And upload the pictures from it, actually. It's 11:05. I had full intentions to show you the front room reveal tonight, and Freya's been round to have pizza because it was her birthday 2 days ago, so she came round for pizza, and I had intentions to film stuff of that as well. But I had sad news this evening that my friend Kaza has died this afternoon. And I know lots of you, I put a post out about this, so it's no longer a surprise to anyone to see this, I hope. I know lots of you who follow this channel also followed Kaza's channel, and you followed her breast cancer journey this time last year, and then you followed her mum's dementia journey with her over the spring and summer, and watched her mum decline, and then watched her go through the heartbreaking loss of her mum, and then just at the point where she should have been able to focus on herself for a bit, she went to the doctor only about 6 weeks ago to find out why she had such a terrible backache, and was told that she had cancer in her liver and bowel. I can't remember whether it started in liver and moved to bowel or the other way around. I'm sorry, I can't remember. That was 6 weeks ago, and her decline has been so rapid. She just rapidly declined, and here we are 6 weeks later, and she's gone. And And I think we're all in a bit of shock and absolutely heartbroken for Warren and her 3 sons. And obviously, therefore, wasn't in any mood to start showing you the paintwork or the pizza or any of that, you know. So I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry, I guess, you know. I will show you the front room. I'm working tomorrow. So I'll go to work. I probably won't film anything in the morning, and I'll go to work as normal, and then I'll come home tomorrow night and I'll show you the front room. And we will carry on. We will keep on keeping on because the Kazoo I knew would kick my ass if I didn't keep on keeping on. So with that said, I'll see you tomorrow and we'll keep on keeping on. I am home from work. I've got to take the dogs straight out for the evening walk because this morning I was on the morning dog walk and I forgot. Don't get me wrong, they went for their walk. Luckily Tammy wasn't going to work and I went, mate, can you do the morning walk? And she was like, yes. So I'm on the evening walk, so I've got to take the dogs out, but I am going to take the opportunity to show you the front room. It is not completely finished because stuff is not back in, as you will see. So there are some dogs going, you're doing what now instead of taking us out? Floor is the same as it always was, couch is the same as it always was, but walls are considerably different. So I went with the wood slat wallpaper on there. That picture isn't staying there, it's just been propped there temporarily. I was going to put that 3-panel picture on that wall, but it's too small, it just looks lost. Obviously my books have to come back in. Where are my books, Tammy?
Still in the back of my car, Carla.
There wasn't anywhere to store them, so we put them all in the back of Tammy's car, so they've got to come in and go back on the shelves. My DVDs are not going back on this shelf. I'm getting rid of all my DVDs, so this is going to be Gonkfest 2025 there, but as you can see at the moment, it's just some stuff that hasn't been put away yet. And there's a different telly coming on Saturday. Nat's Nan is getting rid of her telly, and so we're having a slightly bigger one, and that's going to go back on the chimney breast wall. But this is my new front room. With the new curtains that I got from the range, cheapy when I went the other week, when I tried to get cake sprinkles and came home with curtains. So yeah.
Have you ever haven't gone near about going for IKEA for
I didn't buy a bed.
Back home with a bed.
So there we go, that's my new front room, which I'm very pleased with. And we'll be more pleased when it's completed, obviously. And now I have to take the dogs out. Before I take the dogs out, though, a parcel has come, and it is full of wrapped presents, and I don't know whether I should keep them, shouldn't I? Because Christmas is a week away. I should keep them for Christmas Day, do you think? I'll open the card so that I can say thank you to whoever sent them. It says, Dear Carla, in appreciation for your help with my purchase of the no-pull dog harness, I made some little crochet friends to add to your favourite collection. It's going to be Gonky. I've also included some treats for everyone in the house. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year, Nancy. Please feel free to share this in one of your videos. Okay. So the no-pull dog harnesses, which we use for Darcy and Molly, which have been absolutely the best thing anybody's ever purchased in their entire lives. I've recommended them to you more than once on this video, and Nancy, who is in the States, messaged and said they're not available here, and I was like, I will get them for you. If you let me know what size you need, I will order them and I'll post them across, and that's what I did, and she's very happy with them, and so she's very kindly sent a box of gifts, which is lovely of her. And now my phone is ringing. I really have got to get these dogs out. Any further conversation has to wait. Well, this is marvellous. As you know, I can only walk on the path in the winter because the grass is too wet and slippery. And now the path is underwater because of their absolutely awful flood defences that don't actually work properly. The entire path is under a foot of water. So now I've got no choice but to hobble around. I've got very wet feet already. No choice but to hobble around in the mud and hope I don't break my bloody neck, because it's either that or swim for it. Thank you, Bristol City Council. You are marvellous. And before anybody says, have you done anything about it? Yes, I spoke to the housing officer. I have emailed. I have made various inquiries and nothing ever gets done because at the end of the day they don't really care. Bella, you've tied my legs up, love. There we go, unwind. Hopefully this side will be a bit drier because this side is slightly higher ground. Won't be able to stay on the path, although the path is under 3 foot of leaves, so even the path itself is not exactly a non-slip hazard. Anthony brought my books back in from Tammy's car. I think Tammy helped while I was out with the dogs. And Tammy's just done the standing on the chair part of getting them back on the shelf, so at least that bit looks a bit more reasonable now. That bit will not improve until I get Christmas out of the loft. And that probably won't happen until maybe even Monday. Tammy and I are having picky bits for tea. We've got chicken and bacon pasta from Costco, pig in blanket crisps, crackers, cheeses, pate, nom, pork pie, and mayonnaise to help it all down, I think. After yesterday's horrible weather, it's actually quite a nice morning. The water's quite full and Ted hasn't gone in yet, but he might do in a minute. Oh, this one's not mine, this one's Phil's. He's gone on ahead and he would have been cross if he'd seen her rolling. Phil's gone on ahead. He'll catch up with him now. So yeah, there's one too. There's one of Phil's. Teddy was behind me 2 seconds ago, so he's not far away. And Bella's up looking for squirrels. It's actually a really nice day today. And the path is now a path again rather than a foot of water. Which is sod's law because I actually put my wellies on for the first time this year. These are Gillion wellies, which are wide calf wellies, which is fabulous for people with fat legs, but I've got a fat ankle on this side and they're a bit tight on there, so they're not very comfortable. I wouldn't want to go for a long walk in them, but they're not cheap. I've had them for 4 years and they were about 60 quid, I think, so they last well, but they're expensive. But they do go very, very wide on the calf. You can see the gusset there. Not sponsored, not affiliated, they don't know about me. I just bought a pair of their wellies. But the reason I remembered to mention it is because one of you guys said in the comments last week, oh, you should get some Gillion wellies. And I was like, I've got some, I just need to put them on. So I remembered to put them on this morning, ready for the water that now isn't here. It's Friday today and I'm off to Mum's. Mum's got a blood test at 20 to 12. Tamsin's coming to do Mum's cleaning today. So it's going to be one of those days when we buzz about trying to get the stuff done at the right times. Oh, my leg. And it'll be weird because obviously normally going to Mum's on a Thursday. Because I'm going today, I won't know what day it is for the next 3 days. It'll take me ages to catch up on what day it is. Right, let's get these dogs walked, get them home, collect Tamsin. I think Tamsin's coming to my house after a school run, so I've got to go and get her. And then I think I want to try and go to the unit before I go to Mum's, because that takes off the time pressure of trying to get back to the unit before it closes later. Right, that's the plan. This is the worst thing about wellies. Those socks were on my feet when I put the wellies on. By the time I get back, take the wellies off, socks have just gone. How do you prevent that? I've tried tucking them around my trousers, it don't make any difference. Right, I've got my mother. We've been and had her a pint of blood taken out. A pint, that's an armful.
A little tube.
That's Tony Hancock, isn't it? A pint, that's an armful.
A little tube.
I read somewhere you only get 10 pints.
She was
in
very
your body.
nice nurse.
Okay, is it?
When she put the rubber band on my arm.
So I've got my mother. We've been and had her blood done. We've been to Sainsbury's, where I nearly gave blood of my own all over the place. Oh, hell in there. Absolutely hell. Tamsin's done the cleaning in double quick, rapid time. And now we're going to the Toby Carvery for lunch. And then Anthony's just rung me and said, is there any chance you can do the evening walk so that I can go and play in the mud with my friends? Essentially.
Yeah, that's more or less what he wants to do.
And I was kind of like, yes, if you really, really, really want to go, I can. But I wish you'd said this morning because I did swap the morning walk with you.
Yeah, but he didn't.
I've already done the morning walk. Yeah.
He's just heard from Ryan, and Ryan is in the same state as everybody else at Christmas.
So I'll be doing another dog walk in the dark, which the dogs are all right with. They quite like it.
They don't mind. It's just that you can't
quite
see
like
where
it.
you're going.
Yeah, that's the main worry is that I think I don't know where I'm going to put my foot and I'm going to end up on my arse, you know.
Yeah.
But we're going to go for some lunch. I've got sticky toffee apple crumble and Tamsin's got sticky toffee pudding and Mother's got a second coffee. And we're just talking about people who can't sleep as my mother's putting away her second coffee. You'll be bouncing off the walls, Mother.
It should be decaf, but I probably forgot to ask.
Yeah, I don't know if it's decaf or not.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Tamsin putting my tree up. Isn't she an angel? Tamsin, tell me honestly, do you enjoy putting my tree up or are you doing it because you think I don't want to?
I love it. I love doing Christmas, you know that.
Because you know I bloody hate it.
You do hate it.
I like it being up. I just don't enjoy doing it.
If someone gave me a job in decorating Christmas trees, I'd be the happiest woman in the
You
world.
can always set up as a decorating company. You can
Yeah.
get companies that come and you
problem
hire
is-
the stuff.
Yeah.
They hire the stuff from you for the festive season. You're going to set it all up and then
I
you're going
think
to
the
take it all
problem
out
is with
afterwards.
that though, my self-confidence and my self-esteem would be like, they're just saying they like it and they're not, and they,
I don't think
do
they
you
would
know
pay
what
for
I
it
mean?
if they didn't like it.
Do you know what I mean? It'd be like, oh yeah, that's nice, and then when I disappear, it's like, yeah.
I don't think they pay you for it if they didn't like it. But yeah, they hire all the decor out
At
and then
least
they
with
come
you
and set
lot.
it up.
If you don't like it and take you tough shit, do it yourself next time.
It's a good point.
I couldn't say that to a client, could I?
It's a good point.
This is the third year in a row of me doing your tree.
It is, yeah. Right, she just said if she ever moves away, I'm going with her. And I said, oh yeah, I forgot you're giving me a job running your hotel. And then she said, I've changed my plans. So what's your new plan for me when you win the lottery?
It's just going to be you and me, mate, in a hut each.
Oh, I've got to get my own hut.
Yeah, a hut each in the middle of the Bahamas somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Just us two.
Have I got hot and cold running water in my hut?
Yes.
Because you've made it sound like a shack.
No, hot and cold water, and we're going to have on staff. No, just.
Okay.
I might just buy a hotel and we just live in it and have people wait on us.
Yeah, okay, that seems reasonable. I'm up for
Right?
that.
But it's going to be somewhere hot and nice and.
I'm up for that. I'm up for that. I'm taking my dog with me. But I'm using some of Tamsin's lottery winnings to pay for professional dog walkers so that I only have to walk my dog for pleasure instead of for duty. So, yeah. Hi, speaking of dogs, hi Bella. You're here then, yeah? You sitting there? Okay. Hi. I know Dad's gone out and left you and that's a trauma. Oh, there's Darcy as well. That's two down. There's two more somewhere. Let's know if they don't hook them somewhere like that.
You need to find a extension cable.
Oh yeah, it'll be in that box. The
You need to buy a new
the box that she's
extension.
just cable tied between two. There might be one out in the hallway there. I put the lights up in the window and I thought I'll go outside and see if they're alright. I forgot the security light would come on. I've been stood there about 20 minutes waiting for the security lights to turn off. And now I can't show you how they look anyway because it's not working very well, is it? In the dark. But I've got lights in my window anyway now. I'm in the process of unpacking Gonkfest 2025 and it's possible that it may be a bit out of hand. I may have got a bit carried away with the gonkage. I've just found this. This was my intention for Tammy's advent calendar. So if you've been watching Vlogmas, you may have noticed the size disparity between my gifts and Tammy's gifts. And that is because when I started buying them, the idea was that they would all fit in these little pockets. And hopefully that will go some way to explaining why I looked so mean, because all of her gifts were tiny. But I had to give up. I couldn't get enough small stuff to go in there, so I gave up and ended up just buying her various other sizes of stuff. So that's why so many of her gifts are little. Tamsin's pretty lights. Lights over there as well. I've got lights in the coloured lights in the window that you can't see. And there will be some lights up here when I turn those on. There we go, we've got gonk lights there. I think I need some lights over this side, so I'm going to work on a plan for that. But I was also thinking of getting some more of these and going all the way around the ceiling with them. Hello.
With your fire on, like with the flames from the fire, it's going to look so warm and cozy.
Can't put the fire on until Anthony rewires it because he broke the wire the other day, put the ladder on it.
Ah.
Thank you, Tamsin.
Welcome.
I appreciate all your hard work very much.
You know,
I'm going to take Tamsin home to her family who have forgotten what she looks like because she left them at 9 a.m.
I did.
Hasn't seen them since, and it is now, I think it's like 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 o'clock. So I'm going to take Tamsin home to her loving family, and then when I come back, I will show you Gonkfest 2025. See you in a bit. The window lights show up a bit better now the curtains are closed, but it's still not exactly a clear picture, is it? Give you a proper tour of Gonkfest 2025. So we've got a couple of quite large numbers going on over here, and then small ones all along the edge of the shelf. Tiny little cluster of little ones in the corner there. Some of them are not Christmassy, some of them are other seasons. All the way along that shelf, all the way along that shelf, all up the top there. I didn't bother putting the lights on that bottom shelf because I didn't think you'd be able to see them because of the gonks, but now I regret it. And then there's a tall one there. The new telly is coming tomorrow and we'll go on this wall, so, oh, nearly fell over. So that's why nothing else is on this wall yet, because I need to find out how much room the telly will take up. And that also means that that collection of stuff on the top there won't be staying, that'll be moving around. There's my little mantelpiece topplers that Tammy got me. These dangly ones probably aren't staying there either, they're temporary. And then over here, got a bottom shelf which is probably going to be doomed by the dogs, I should imagine. That may not stay there. Coming up. Now, I think there is room for considerably more gonkage. When I started unpacking them, I thought I'd over-gonked. But now I feel like more gonkage could take place. More gonkage could occur. There is some gonkage on the tree. There's quite a few gonk baubles on the tree, and then there's my Grinch baubles and whatever as well. My gonk tree topper. My lights. All of these were on the fireplace last year, but obviously with things being different this year, we're having a change. I don't know if I've lost one. I thought I'd done them evenly going down both sides. Maybe one's dropped off in the last 2 minutes, or perhaps I didn't even put it there. Maybe I'm losing my marbles. It's possible. And then there's my gonk blanket and the cushion covers and Darcy. And then all of these little wooden ones were what were on the edge of the shelf last year. So there on the door. Yeah, those are, I've just heard another one fall off. Those are falling off of the door as we speak. Where did that even go? There might be another one on the floor somewhere, Aunt. My gonk wreath that I made last year with nearly all the gonks are looking away rather than forward. They're all very shy. And yeah, those are the things that were on the edge of the shelf last year. There is a grey garland there, look, that goes up there. So it's not quite finished, but it's more or less there. So these parcels that arrived yesterday, I wasn't going to open them. I was going to save them till Christmas. I think I'm going in. These two I think are gonks. These two I think, well, this one is definitely a tin of something. But these two I think are more for the family. But these two are gonks. So I'm going to open them because I have absolutely no willpower is what. That's my basic reason. Hang on, going in. Look. Did you crochet these yourself? Oh, this is oh, look. I wish I had a talent. Hang on, I can't get this one out. Those are fabulous. They are amazing. I love them. Thank you so much. And this is dog treats. Wild caught Alaskan salmon and sweet tater fillets. They sound quite tasty. Tempted to try one. He looks happy. They look lovely. Thank you very much. And then this one, which is already bursting out his wrapper. Look at this. This is... Oh, hang on. I'm trying to do everything one-handed. This is Trader Joe's Jingle Jangle, a fun mix of fan favourite candy treats. I tell you, that's a tongue twister. So I can see that there's pretzels in there. It looks like there might be peanut butter cups. I don't know what else. Hang on, maybe it's there on the side. We have chocolate that jingle jangle jingles. Well, when you shake the tin anyway. There's a party of bite-sized darkened milk chocolate covered salty sweets inside every tin. Gather your friends, satisfy your chocolate cravings and give it a jingle jangle. Milk chocolate candies, dark chocolate enrobed JoJo's cookies, milk and dark chocolate mini peanut butter cups, milk and dark chocolate covered pretzels, dark chocolate covered caramel popcorn. Look at that. That looks really nice, doesn't it? When I open that, I will be sure to vlog it when we open that actually over Christmas. But it is, as yet, it's not Christmas. It's not time for opening things, said she, having just opened 4 gifts. Let's add these guys to Gonkfest 2025. Right, let me move the control thing at the centre because that wasn't meant to be there anyway. Now, there's my other crochet one that Dodo did and that Lex very wonderfully won in the raffle. I'm going to put you there. It's a challenge finding somewhere. Hang on, you're drunk. Bear with while I just sober up this gonk. It is a challenge finding somewhere where I can put them where they won't obscure other ones. And you can go here. You can go here on the end there. There we go. There we go. Added nicely to Gonkfest 2025. Thank you so much. I am delighted. Good morning on Saturday. I have been in the kitchen already. It's about 10ish, I think, 20 past 10. I had not opened my Grinch advent calendar. I'd had like the first 2 days and I hadn't bothered with the rest of it. There's the rest of it there. So I opened it all and took out all the little Grinch faces. And I have made a Grinch biscuit slice with green topping and Christmassy coloured sprinkles. So I'll show you it later when I carve it up. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm a bit jealous, actually. Well, I have been a busy girl this morning. I baked, and Tammy and I finished Vlogmas, and then I recorded Temu haul. Then I went downstairs and tidied up down there and put some stuff away down there. And then I've just come back up and put most of my laundry away. I've got to get this bottom drawer out again. Look, see that bottom drawer? The bottom's popped out of it again, so I've got to get that entire drawer out, mend the bottom of it before I can put the rest of my laundry away. I may or may not be wrapping presents this afternoon. I'm in a bad mood now. But I'm about to go and pick up Natalie from her nan's and the new TV for the front room. So her nan's upgraded her TV and is giving us her old one. It's bigger than the one we had. So I'm going to go and pick that up and pick Natalie up, and then we're going to go to McDonald's and use our points. We've got some points that are expiring. Just going to go and use those to get some lunch. And Natalie said she wanted to go in B&M, I think. Maybe Home Bargains, can't remember. That's what's next. I have been a terrible vlogger today, but I have very little social and emotional, whatever it is, battery thing. What is it I haven't got? I haven't got any dew left in me. I haven't got class. Rude. We made it to Mackey's. Huge telly in the boot. Then we went to Screwfix to buy screws to hang up huge telly with. Then we went to B&M. That wasn't fun. Then we popped in the charity shop to see they had a big mirror. They haven't. They have, but it's horrible. Now we've got Mackey's. Nat bought cheese. Nat's got ketchup. And then we're going home for more stress and tribulation. I want a nice shower tonight and wash my hair. My fringe is separated so far. It's like my fringe is trying to get away from itself. It's so greasy. It's trying to get away from itself. It's trying to have a divorce from its own other hairs. It's like they're going, get away from me. Part of the reason I'm so stressed is because Anthony's at home doing jobs. I did remember to buy blue tack so I can put the rest of the Christmas cards up. And honey. Not for the Christmas cards, for the carrots on Christmas Day.
We did alright on the last honey. I think it lasted us about 3 years.
I threw it away in the end because it stopped softening back up. It crystallised so many times it just gave up, and it was like, no, I want to be crystallised. I seem to have spent so much time at McDonald's over the last few weeks. No wonder I'm struggling with my weight again.
Because we're obsessed with the socks. We're only here today to use our points before they expire though.
But I've been to McDonald's at least once a week for the last 3 weeks. Anyway, see you guys at home in a bit. I've just opened a parcel. There is a card at the top that says Carla, and there is this note which I find hilarious. Apologies to the rest of the family, but may contain gonkage. Well, I believe I have a little space for a little bit more gonkage. A little bit of space. Let me open my card first. You're in the parcel, but you're a bit wonky. Lovely card. Oh look, it says on the back, this card was inspired by the unique characters we see in the beautiful British countryside. We are proud to say that it was designed and printed in England. The specially selected board, sorry, I thought it said beard, board sourced from the Lake District was chosen for its low environmental impact, not to mention the superb quality. The design is taken from an original artwork by Hannah Dale. That's Vendale design. Inside it says, "Hi Carla, please find enclosed a small contribution to Gonkfest 2025. Told you it was going to be a thing. A few of them are pre-loved, but I know you are happy to give or receive pre-loved. Of course I am. None of the chocolate is pre-loved." Oh, chocolate. "I followed your channel for quite a while, having found you through Nick and Andrea's channel when I was looking into reselling. They led me to you and Lex, and you in turn led me to Jack Parish when you visited in York, where I live. I love your content, especially your sense of humour and the obvious close bond between your family, including Tammy, and of course the fur babies. Keep up the good work. Looking forward to 2026 content. With love, Elaine." So, can I unpack the parcel without dropping you? Hang on a second. Where can I put you? I haven't chosen a good place to sit for this. No, that doesn't work, does it? Okay. I'll just try and do everything one-handed. Maybe I'll put you down, open the parcel, and then hold you up and show you what I've got, yeah? First thing, absolutely stunning. Look at that. I love that. Little wood cut. Die cut? Die cut, I think is what it is, isn't it? Dangly hanging gonk. Oh, there's more than one in the package. I went to put the bubble wrap aside and realised there was another one. They're lovely. I love those. I wonder if I'd put them. Just when I thought I couldn't get any more gonky. Apparently I can. This is a funky one. Come out of the package, you. I can't get it out of the packaging. Bear with. Look at that one. Love that. Hot pink hat gonk. This is a huge box of stuff, by the way. Thank you so much, Alain. Bumblebee gonk. With, is that wings or ears, do you think? I suppose it's, I don't know. I don't know. I suppose it's wings. Wing, I don't know. What do we think? Wings. Wings, I guess. The family are going to be so pleased. They love more gonkage. This is bubble wrap, so I'll put you down again and pick you up in a second. There is a variety of gonkage here. This one is metal. This is my first metal gonk. It says on it, bobbly gonk. And it's metal. And it's got a spring inside, so it makes his hat bobble, but I can't... There you go. These are so cool. Still operating one-handed. Everybody else is having a lovely nap. This is so cute. It's like a little paper craft gonk with a Lindor for a belly. That's so cute. And then there's, I think, one more. It has been packed with so much care as well. And here's me trying to shred it open with one hand. This is a double whammy. Hang on. Look at that. It's a standing gonk with a sack, and in the sack are Reese's peanut butter disco lights. I can't get them back in the sack. I got it back in. Elaine, I am more than delighted. I'm so chuffed. Thank you so much. I'm just going to sneak them into the Gonkfest. I think, see, I'm the only one who knows what gonks I've already got, so I think I can sneak them in and the family will never know until they can't actually fit in the front room anymore. Thank you so much.
5 minutes later.
So I just answered the door again. Excuse the clock there. Anthony's going to put it on the wall, and the kitchen knife that I just used to open a parcel. I just opened the door to the Amazon driver, and somebody has sent one of these. But again, there's no note to say who it's from. So I did a Temu haul yesterday, in which I'd bought one of these little car dehumidifier bags, but obviously it was a Temu fake. I didn't realise how small it was going to be, and it's absolutely useless. But somebody has sent one of these, so I don't know again who it is. This is the second time in 2 weeks that a present has come from me from Amazon, and I don't know who's sending it. But thank you so much. I am chuffed to bits, and I'll run out and put it in the car right now. You're probably going to grab the opportunity to have a quick wonk, aren't you? Bear with, let me just come in and shut the door, because otherwise a car will come down and lose my door. Oh, it's cold in the car. I didn't think I was very warm in my house, but I've come outside and realised what cold actually feels like. How do you stay on? There we go. Let me show you the difference between the Temu plat and the one that somebody's just sent me. Here is the Temu one. Size-wise, you can see there's a big difference. It's got the air deodorant damp roof. $2 damp roof, clean the air. This one says on it, when blue turns pink, recharge. And then the instructions will tell you how to recharge it. Can get hot, 6 to 12 minute recharge, 600 watts this side down. So you put it in the microwave to recharge it. This one, I should imagine you can't recharge at all. I should imagine that's literally just a printed blue circle piece of tat. I don't know who sent me it, but thank you so much. I have been having a somewhat difficult couple of days for various reasons, but just a somewhat difficult. Oh, there's a sticky pad for it as well. Oh, that's even better. Genius. Hang on a second. Didn't realise there was a sticky pad. Bear with. Such fun. You go on there. And then you go on the sticky pad. Genius. Absolute genius, I tell you. Yeah, for reasons for which I will not go into, I've been having a difficult couple of days with my feelings. I've been in my feelings a bit over the last couple of days. For some reasons which are obvious to anyone who follows my channel, and for other reasons which are not quite so obvious. It's a difficult time of year, isn't it? For a lot of reasons, but thank you very much. Honestly, the fact that you guys think of me and just send me simple little things that you know, when you say, oh, she's bought a rubbish one, let me send you a good one. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I don't know who you are, so if you do want to wave your hand, I'd love to thank you properly. The more astute viewer will be able to tell that I have had my shower. Finally. I've got the fire on, which is causing some of my gonks to swing alarmingly. Swinging in the wind. And I'm sitting here by my Christmas tree. I did have a Christmas Carol on the new telly, and then I pressed something and it went away, and I don't know where I was watching it, so now I've got to try and find it again. I don't know if it was, I don't think it was on iPlayer. Maybe it was on Prime Video. I don't know, but now I've got to try and find it again, and I was halfway through the Alistair Sim version of A Christmas Carol, because that's the one I like. And I think that's probably it for today. Car boot in the morning. It's Sunday morning. I am awake, I am present, that's about all that can be said for me. Bella's awake. Bella, you're doing all the alert for everybody, aren't you, love? Come in. Come on. You can stay in the car if you want. Dad won't like it.
You're not staying in the car.
See? And with that, the last car boot of the year is done. I didn't feel anything go around today because my hands were too cold to hold the phone. But that's it, last car boot of the year is done. I've lost Ant, he's still in there somewhere. He'll reappear in a minute. There's a lot of rain overnight. Straightened my hair last night. I mean, it's not completely frizzed, but it'll have to be done again before work. And I was going to put hair dye on before Christmas, and I don't know, maybe Christmas Eve I might do that. Today, what's today? 22nd? Yeah, maybe. There we go, found Ant. Here we are recording in one way up mode again because it's the only way to stop you lot wonking. It's 4 o'clock, I've just finished work. I am on my way home. I managed to get my shopping done today during my lunch break. Popped along to Aldi to see if they had the cheap veg. I got some cheap veg at Sainsbury's the other day. I got parsnips, carrots, Brussels and a cabbage the other day. But they didn't have potatoes, or if they did I couldn't see them. Not cheap anyway. So I popped along to Aldi and they had their potatoes down to 5p a bag, which is a monster, isn't it? 5p for a bag of potatoes. So I've got those, and then while I was out to the rest of the Christmas food shopping, the only thing I have to pop out and get will be salady bits. I've got everything else. So yeah, I'm quite pleased about that. I'm going to go home, unpack the shopping, and then I'm going to do my Christmas wrapping because I've got a 2-hour window now before Nat comes home from work. I look very washed out, but it's just the colour. It's literally just getting dark. So although I look like some kind of grey zombie person, it's just the fact that it's dusk. So yeah, I'm going to go home and do my wrapping because I haven't done any wrapping yet. Several of you have said to me, are you doing a video this year? Are you wrapping your presents? And the answer is yes, I am, and that's why I've left it so damn late, because I haven't found a window of opportunity where everybody is out. If you're going to wrap your presents quietly in your bedroom and people are at home, it doesn't matter, you just say don't anybody come in. But if you're going to wrap your presents and talk about what you're wrapping at the time, then you have to be alone at home so that nobody can hear what they're getting. So I'm going home. It's a 2-hour window when I'm the only one there. And I'm going to go and wrap my presents. An awful lot of rubbish strewn around everywhere. I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to go home and wrap my presents in my 2-hour window. That should be plenty of time. I think one of the things that a lot of people are older that I buy for, now I don't mean like elderly, but I mean like I only really buy mostly for adults now. There's not very many children in our lives. And so their presents tend to cost more money. And because of that you have fewer to wrap, so from that benefit you win a bit. So yeah, I'm going to go home and wrap my gifts and record a completely separate video about that, and then you guys can watch it if you want to, or not if you don't, equally. But that one always comes out after Christmas, so Christmas Day is the Thursday and that video will come out on the Friday, because obviously if I put that video out before Christmas my friends could watch it and spoil all their surprises, so we're not having that, are we? Okay, tomorrow I'm out in the morning just trying to decide which way to park, but then of course I don't need to worry. I was trying to decide which way to face the car when I parked, but I don't need to worry because the schools are broken up, so I can point the car in either direction. I know Debbie wants me to take her down to her son's tomorrow with her grandchildren's presents, so I must message her and find out what time she wants to do that. But that's apart from that, I haven't planned anything much for tomorrow. And I also managed to get a reduced price pasta bake in Aldi for tonight's dinner, so tonight's evening meal will be nice and straightforward and simple as well. Feel much less overwhelmed now that the Vlogmas recording is finished and the front room is done and the decorations are up. I feel like the overwhelm is lifting a bit, because at one point I was genuinely so weighed under with the to-do list that kept on round in my head. And now that the to-do list is mostly to done, I feel to better. There was a woman around here a minute ago somewhere who said, I haven't got much to wrap, so it shouldn't take long. If you see her, tell her from me, she's a freaking idiot. There's loads. Dinner is served. We've got carbonara pasta bake, garlic bread. Nat's home, Ant's here, hooray. So we didn't do any gonk hunting for a few days, because we didn't do any gonk hiding for a few days because the house was in disarray, and Tammy sent me a message saying I've hidden 6 gonks today to try and catch up. Well, I've just spotted one. I just said to Anthony, have you seen any gonks in the front room? He was like, what, apart from the 4,000? So here's one of today's. And then there's another one in the kitchen that I noticed a minute ago, which is why I came to get my phone. Can you see it? There. So that's 2 of today's. She said they're all around the house, but not in her room or Nat's room today. Here's 3 of today's. And I spotted 3 in my bedroom earlier on, but I didn't record them because I was doing the wrapping video. So we're going to get them in a minute. So that's all 6 of today's. I'm very happy. Well done me. 1 hidden in plain sight. You go down there with the army. 1's on the bedside table, I remember. Yep. Hidden amongst an awful lot of crud because I'm in the middle of wrapping stuff. So that's 2. There's the 3rd one. There, I just can't get to it right now. So that's all 6 for today. I've done all my Christmas wrapping. I haven't yet recorded this morning's car boot haul video, and I don't think it's happening tonight because I'm barely functioning at this point. So I think it's time to say goodnight to this week's waffle. Thank you for joining me. As always, I appreciate your company as I go through my week. And when does this one go out? This one goes out on Wednesday morning, doesn't it? Which will be Christmas Eve. So have a peaceful Christmas Eve, and I'll see you next week for another week's waffling. Take care. Bye for now.